Welcome back. Rich Abney joins us now with sports. And as you mentioned earlier, during these games, there's plenty for Cougars fans to be excited about.
Yeah, absolutely. They're on the road because the CN Centre obviously occupied for the hockey tournament for the Canada Winter Games, but you can still get your Cougars picks. There are 4 draft picks from last year's, the first draft of the new Ice Age. They're all competing for their provinces here at the games. We spoke to them about their experiences and their hopes of making the team next year. As the Cougars battle for a spot in the WHL postseason, some future Cats are here in Prince George competing in the Canada Winter Games. 4 picks from last year's Bantam draft are representing their provinces, a prospect that excites GM Todd Harkins.
It's good to be able to see them up close and in person, especially in your hometown in Prince George, and give them positive feedback to reinforce what we're trying to accomplish here as a team, and one day eventually they'll be able to play for us.
The most familiar name to local Cougars fans is Justin Almeida. He's a Kitimat native, plays for the Caribou Cougars, and has suited up for the big club in a few games this season.
It's awesome. Once again, they can see me play in even a higher stage against better competition around the country and can compare me to the players around the province, our province, and around our country. So it's an awesome opportunity.
While it's no easy task to crack the WHL as a 16-year-old, Max Martin, Logan Mazarol, and Ethan O'Rourke all have hopes to be here in Prince George next year. They gave the local fans a hint of what they plan to bring to the team.
Good 200-foot presence, like be it defense and offense, and then great in the neutral zone as well. And that's just kind of what I hope to bring, just being able to produce point-wise and help out in the D zone.
I think I'm a power forward. I use my body, and I think that's when I'm successful. If I chip punks deep and keep it simple, I pride myself on defense, so trying to be a 200-foot player.
Good puck-moving, physical defenseman who has a good scoring touch and can play both ends of the ice.
The 4 prospects met at this season's training camp and have kept in contact and kept tabs on one another.
I've talked to those guys and O'Rourke about it, so it's pretty cool meeting them and spending time with them as well.
I've been keeping tabs on them, yeah. I've talked to Ethan and Justin a little bit after our BC game, but yeah, just following them a little bit in their club teams.
The chance to compete at the Winter Games is an invaluable experience. Harkins couldn't help but be excited for the young athletes here in town with hopes of cracking the big club.
A lot of people don't get to experience that when they put on the gear and they go out in the CN Centre, that they one day will dream of one day playing in this building, and it must inspire them to play their best hockey.
As members of the first draft class in the new Ice Age era, playing in front of the Prince George crowd is just a hint of what's to come.
I played a few games in training camp, and they had a good crowd come out. And thus far in the tournament as well, it's been really good. Like, we've had a good turnout. I've seen our BC fans there as well, and I'm sure a lot of them are PG fans as well.
I love it here. It's a nice place. It's like a home away from home. It reminds me just of Grand Prairie.
There's so much excitement surrounding the team, and just to be right in the middle of it is just it's comforting and exciting to be coming up in that organization.